Good morning everyone. Today is 20th March 2021. Beautiful sunny day. I checked the crocus and they bloomed a lot, so I thought let me show you again. See, the second one is about to bloom. See the third one, the fourth one. And if you can see the structure of the soil, see, because it was very cold the last night, see how they form kind of crystal structure. In the morning it was more visible. I saw now it is a little bit melted. And see, yesterday also I showed that. This is about to bloom. This bloomed. The bicolor tulip. The 3 bulbs. This is last year I planted Dutch iris here. I think here and here also, but here I think squirrel or some animal they ate the bulb from here, and this also they pulled it out, but I had again planted them 2-3 times, so still I was thinking maybe that is dead, but seeing this branch I think that is alive. And then I wanted to show you that one. Yesterday I showed, but it was before that while crossing here. This is another, I forgot, it is a ball shaped I thought it is dead because there are many plants around it. So last year it bloomed very well, magenta color, I'm forgetting the name, I'll tell you later. But seeing this, it looks, it is alive and it will bloom again. This is a hosta. And then here yesterday I showed you this one. Yesterday I showed you the birds were closed yesterday, and now see, I just came outside to throw the garbage and I saw the bloom, then I went back home to get the camera to catch it. Because if you miss 2-3 days, then few blooms will be gone. So I thought they don't stay many days. In my experience, I don't know, in better condition or better soil, if they stay more, because I find always they are desperate to bloom. They are not even the leaves are opened completely, but first they bloom, and then you will see lush green leaves later, but first you will see the bloom. And then this Dutch iris. This Dutch iris I got another packet. This is the one. This is the same Dutch iris that I showed you just before, which I planted last year, and this one again I got. So this is cheap one, and like it is perennial, it comes every year, so that's why I wanted to try last year, and I like the bloom. So I got a few more so that I can plant in a few more locations, and with years passing by, they will multiply in those locations, so that I don't have to dig them out and divide later. So thinking that, I got it again. And this is a new variety. When I was buying this one, I saw this also, and I did not know what, but I thought I will try. It is only $1, Muscari. It is blue flower. Oh, now I am seeing, if you see the flower, see this one. So this is what I searched in the internet, is beautiful pretty blue, and it is short height, so that we can planting them in borders. Thinking that, I got these two, and I will plant near daffodil or somewhere. I will show you. But this is the plant I just showed you the flowers. 2 sky blue color Dutch iris flower I showed you. This is the same. The color may vary because here it is not mentioned. Oh sorry, it is written purple. I also have 2 purple somewhere. The one I showed you is sky blue color, but I do have purple. Last year when I bought, there were out of these 4 bulbs in one box, 3 were sky blue color, 1 was purple, and I bought 2 boxes. So I had 2 purple and 6 sky blue color. So I have planted somewhere. So if they are not eaten, then sooner I will show you their blooms also. This is the muscari I removed. I thought of planting one near this rose in the front of the house, because yesterday I read that they have kind of grape juice fragrant. So I thought at least if there are 4, 2 at least I can plant in the front and 2 somewhere else. So when I opened this I just saw nice roots. I thought, let me show you. I paid $1 for this, and see how many balls are there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The other I believe there are 4 only. If I include it is 7, but let's not include, this is so tiny. So 6 balls are there. I'm so happy I can plant in 6 places. So let me plant at least 2 here in this. This is the first one I planted. Now one more. Second I planted in front of this pink rose. This is a pink rose which is multi-layer, lot of petals, but it does not have fragrance. It looks very pretty. And this plant, I forgot the name. This plant is not tall enough, so it will be a short border. With time, if it multiplies, that's why I planted here. So that I can check also that if squirrels pulled it out or what, because that's what they do with the bulbs, tulip bulb, many bulbs. They pull them out. If they don't like to eat, it will be thrown out. If you don't saw them and put it back, then they are dead. So that is my experience with many varieties of bulb. And so always I try to plant in 2-3 places, so that all the places, if it does not survive, at least in one place it will survive, and I can save them and use them and again and again. Third one I am planning under my living room window. That is a clematis with that black support. That is a clematis. So I am assuming it is alive and it will grow, and it is a vine. So this is one yellow iris I planted 4 years ago, completely yellow color. But last year I transplanted most of them. They multiplied over the 4 years. They multiplied another 15-20. So I have planted them, this yellow iris, in different places. And but I left only one. I left one rhizome here, so that I want here also. And they multiply. Each year they multiply into multiple, and a very good plant. Once you plant and then expect much more in next. So near to that I am thinking here only, because here this is a hosta. So here I have some. There I have some plant which it is from the seed it has come, and it will survive, I believe. So I am thinking here to put one. Why I am thinking so much? Because these are perennial. It comes every year, so that I don't have to dig I don't have to dig and plant again every year. Wherever I will plant, they will multiply with time, and this is short height, so I can plant them in the middle of few other plants. The soil is clay soil, so the roots are not easily going through the soil, but the clay soil has a lot of nutrients. So I believe even if I don't give compost, still they will get food and nutrients. So in that way, when you don't have a lot of time, just plant it. So in that way the plant will be surviving, though it will not bloom too many flowers, but still it will survive and bloom some. And when you have time, you can change the soil and you can add some fertilizer. So thinking that. This is the third one I planted. The soil is already wet, so even if I don't water, they will be fine. But I will water, it's good, so that the roots, because they are shaken from their original soil, so they get disturbed. So it is always good to add some water, so that for them it is easy to again adjust with the new soil and work well. So this is my third one. Third muscari I planted close to this Dutch iris. See the Dutch iris, then the yellow bearded iris, and then that, and that is my border. That is a hollyhock. And that is creeping phlox. This is a blue bearded iris. This is creeping phlox. This is one hosta. This is creeping phlox. So in a month I may show you a lot of blooms, at least from the creeping phlox. And this is also, I don't exactly remember, one type of iris. I believe Dutch iris or something. When I planted there, here, this is also one. This is south side of our house. So, and under this tree, it gets shade, this area. That's why last year I made we didn't hire people. We just did it by ourselves. So we got all these stone from Home Depot, and we put it here. I just temporarily, just to see. I wanted to make a small one because I did not want to destroy all this lawn area. I needed some green area also around it. And all these I have planted a lot. Many things are planted. So because this what is the name again? I forgot. It's new to me. Muscari, right? I believe. Yeah, muscari. So this muscari, it has fragrant. So I thought, let me try here to here. So here, this is a one type of African violet. I think maybe red or blue color, I think this one. And here some hosta, patriot hosta, they are here in 3 places I planted. And there also, but there it did not grow. In these 3 places it grew. So I had covered them with mulch. And so one muscaris I will plant here, and one I will plant here, because they are small height and they are fragrant. So if we will sit here, I can enjoy the fragrance. So let me plant the 4th one. The 5th one will go there. Now one left. So see, the 5th one I planted here, the 4th one I planted here. Assuming I'll see a lot of bloom over the years. So here I have lot of plants. With time I will show you. And for example, if I refer this circle, I did not make. My previous owner, they had teenage kids, so maybe they made a fireplace here and they put those extra concrete blocks around them to make a fireplace. That's what I saw when we came to see the house. And in the past years, I threw my garbage here, assuming it will be compost. So last year, in front of that, here in a S-shaped manner, I showed some seeds. One seed packet I bought, which was written more than 2,000 seeds are there. But when I opened, it was kind of, it was looking like sand, but it was not sand, very light something, and that contained a lot of seeds. And the seeds were so tiny that I cannot count, but there were thousand seeds. So few I sowed here in a S shape, and after nearly 2 months, I saw almost all the seeds germinated. Sooner or later, of different variety, but they all germinated here. The same packet seeds I sowed some here, but they did not germinate at all. According to me, the soil here and the soil there, it is same. Under the tree, under the branches, they both get same shade, same. But I find many plants who are very strong to survive, only they survived, but very delicate plants, they did not survive in this area. So I don't know, gopher or something is there which eats the seed or the root, and the plants struggle little bit more in this area. And the proof is that seed, whatever the seed I sowed here and there, they did not germinate at all. Lot of 4 o'clock seeds I saved from 2018. So in 2019 also I sowed a lot here, and I watered regularly, but not a single 4 o'clock plant germinated. And also that my other, this is a yellow color hardy geranium. I'm happy to see it survived, and like that I have 3 here. If you can see, this is the one. I had covered lot of leaves here. With time the wind blew them away, otherwise I had lots of leaves I covered. But I think this geranium is very hardy, because if you can see the leaves are still green, and here also. But when I planted for a month, they died, but they again resumed after a month, and I saw new leaves. So that is my experience with geranium, hardy geranium. I did not buy that. It was in my lawn area here and there, but at that time I saw different color of geranium plants, and also I also bought from different nursery. So at that time I recognized this is geranium, and their blooms are yellow, very pretty. But each time they have, sometimes I was able to see the bloom, and then when the lawnmower was cutting the grass, they were chopped off. So so one time I wanted to make sure I will plant them, and I collected few, and that's how I got these. I did not see them in any nursery, or I did not buy them. So there are few, because later I learned they are hardy, so I am successful, I can say. So I can show you their blooms when they will bloom. So in this area, I did not know. I experimented with that seed, and I believe somewhere only it was $3. So I thought, okay, let me just try. If it works. If it does not work. Thinking that I did not plant anything here, because and yes, so all the seeds they germinated, and few I transplanted somewhere else, but there are like 1,000 plants here. So all the plants, I mean most of the plants, I left them thinking that they will reseed, and I will leave them bloom, and they are multi-variety, including poppies, and I don't remember the name, I'm sorry. So yeah, like that these are. And so I have bought another packet of the same seed. I believe I will put it somewhere, because now I learned that they works, right? So because I have space, I can I can, this year I'm thinking, in the close to the fence, in a row, I can put those, I can sow those seeds, so that they can reseed themselves every year. That's why I bought again another packet. But yeah, my point of saying is, in that area they did not work. So something is in the soil in that area which eats the seeds and don't let them germinate. But here in this area, they all germinated. And I have lots of plants in this area, because I thought sitting there I can enjoy, and because this area is always shade. This area, this portion, you can shade the branches now, because they are empty. You can see the shade of the branches, right? So this, particularly this area, that's why I made, seeing the shade area, I have planted all shade loving plants, which is hydrangea, astilbe, lot of hosta, lot of geranium. See, I was talking about geranium, that yellow geranium, right? Last year I have planted this variety geranium. Oh, I am so happy. See, 2 leaves here. Let me put close. That is one geranium with this color. So I wanted this. I think I paid $6 or $7 for this. So I wanted it to survive, and I covered with mulch. I think that looks green. That is also a branch. Anyway, that's why I put a lot of mulch here. And I can show you one more geranium here. This is another color. So when I planted, I divided them. I think this is the leaf. If you see, it is green. See? So that is another geranium. You see this one? This leaf, that is geranium. So this plant, again I have planted the second plant there, but I don't know about them. I have covered with mulch also, but I don't know whether this have survived or not. But this from October I have covered them with mulch. I wanted them to survive because they are very good if you want ground cover or something, they say. I mean, whatever I learned from other gardeners from their YouTube channel. Whenever I buy a plant, I search a little of how to take care, how to plant, and what kind of condition or location you need to plant, and then I plant it, because I don't want to plant them, replant them next year. So if you do little research and get enough information and then you plant, then it is easier forever. So this is one geranium. I'm happy seeing these leaves. This is another color geranium. If you see, this is magenta color, right? And that is light pink. And yeah, both the geranium had flowers when I bought, so I confirmed that those are them, that color, because many times they are sometimes, not every time, sometimes they are mislabeled. And so this is again the tete. I showed you one in the front near my weeping cherry plant. So this is, see, the tag is still there, that daffodil, I believe this is that one. Last year I planted, and I believe on this side also I planted somewhere. It will come out, I think. Once the temperature is good, somewhere they will come out. Yeah, I think something I'm seeing here, if you can see. So see, yeah, they are here. Oh, I'm so happy, see. That is the advantage of hardy perennialite bulbs or something, see. Oh, because it is not exposed to the light, that's why it is still light green. Okay, so I'm happy. So I believe this is also some kind of daffodil, because when I planted, I wanted to look it symmetrical. This is this one, you see this is a hosta, and its leaves will be very big. I don't remember exactly the variety, but this is a hosta. So thinking that side daffodil and that side also daffodil, so that from a distance it will look good when they will grow, thinking that I have done. So in front of that this is one type of heuchera. This is very darkest color. I got it from Lowe's. You can see the leaves. That is the color of the leaves. I think I have kept also the name. Yeah, they are also called coral bell. So this is the tag. Yeah, see, the price is also $13 I paid. See, this is the color. This is the color, electric plum coral bells. Yeah, that variety is this one. So I covered, and they look good enough to survive. Yeah, I'm so happy. Okay, I'll plant it later. Let's see. So that is this. So in front of that is that geranium, then that hosta, that is tete daffodil, that is either tete or some other variety, but daffodil. So, and this is the row that I put seeds, and in between I had kept this. This is blue color, one of my blue color iris I have planted. They multiply each year. So the first year my plan was only to make it alive, and I have kept this. I kept this because this stone, because many times in my experience some squirrels, they come, they pulled it out every time. So I always try to put a heavy stone so that they cannot pull it out, thinking that. So that is one blue, and that is one kind of yellow color. I forgot the name, I'm sorry. Azalea. Yeah, that is a yellow color azalea. And one big leaf hosta is here, and there are two very big leaf hosta I have planted there. So and this is one variety of azalea. is it written? Yeah, see the color. It will be light pink flower. That is the azalea. It is hardy in zone 7, but I thought sometimes when you put proper mulch, all they survive. Assuming that, I put lot of mulch and I bought and I planted. This is one yellow geranium. This is one last year I have planted and it survived. So I believe this year also it will. This is Japanese maple. I bought a small one. Otherwise these are expensive. You will not get it in $15. But I bought a small one. That's why it is I got it in $15. So I did not want to buy a expensive one. By chance it does not survive, the money is gone. So I prefer, because I know this is hardy, so I prefer to buy. It is Japanese maple. So planting of this plant is just to put some color, because the leaf is always purple color, right? So both side I have planted this yellow geranium, hardy geranium. This is one yellow hardy geranium. That is one hardy yellow. Here actually this is geranium. So this is one geranium. This is not geranium. This is grass, a very creeping, ugly grass. Always I try to remove that. So this is the. It may grow 10-15 feet height. So in this space, thinking that I have planted it here. And then this is, I forgot the name. This is some ornamental grass. I have it in the front, so few I planted it here. And then this is one beautiful, I forgot the name, very pretty flower, hydrangea. My kaffir pear plant. So under that I am thinking I will plant few daffodils. And one of this Dutch iris, one at least I will plant here, and the rest 3 I will plant in some other location. So I planted one Dutch iris here, because on this side of my house I did not plant last year any Dutch iris. So this year I have 4. So one here, one more I will plant it somewhere. This is another Tete daffodils near the PJM rhododendron and azalea. Here the other clematis. Next to my this pink color, pink blooming hibiscus. So last year I had planted this, I think it is Tete daffodil. Yeah, so they survived. Yeah, this week the temperature is very good, so I think they will be fine. 3 Dutch iris left. I am thinking I'll plant one. This is my New Dawn climbing rose. So I came backside of this New Dawn climbing rose. So there I have one lilac, that one, and few daffodils, orange centered white border. Those bicolor daffodils I have planted 2020 fall. So these are I can see. See this one, this one, this one, this one, this one. So all the 4, I planted 4 bulbs here on this side of that lilac. That is one lilac. So I have planted one lilac on the on both side of this New Dawn climbing rose, and this is the other side lilac. This lilac. So this new baby branch looks, it is desperate to come out. So these are the daffodil I planted. 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 bulbs here I planted and 4 bulbs there. So I am thinking here nearby somewhere I will at least plant 1 Dutch iris here, 1 Dutch iris there. So 1 Dutch iris I planted here. If you can see this one, yeah, that I just planted. So this is the 5th iris I planted in the other side of the lilac plant, near the lilac plant, because they are also, if you see, that is one lilac. This is the Newton climbing rose. So this is another lilac. So one also, the fifth one I planted here. I left with one more. See, this is my sixth one. I'll find some space for that, but to make it symmetrical, assuming that they will come each year, so that's why I thought of location so carefully. And these are daffodils, and that is the Dutch iris. So every year I don't have to do anything, just I have to remember that the bulbs are there and I should not plant something else in that spot. This is my first Japanese maple plant. Last year I bought two. One I planted here. This is the front side of my house. So because this tree is very old, I thought, and every year I see few branches, they break. Otherwise, when we moved, there are many more branches. Few we cut towards our house, but we did not cut all. But every year, many branches you can see here, and they are they fall. So in few more years I think they may lose all the branches. I feel that way. So thinking that, I thought always it was in my mind to replace another tree on this side, because of this tree in summer it gives very good shade, and that helps my this side bedroom, fourth bedroom. It gives lot of shade, and it helps keeping the room cool. So thinking that, always it was in my mind. Though I believe this Japanese maple is not going to help that much, but still at least there should be a tree on this side also, and also it will look beautiful. So last year I planted some under this tree. I planted some bulb. I don't remember, it is daffodil or some iris, I don't remember this one, but some bulb I planted. And this is, you see, that is yellow geranium I planted here also, here, and some annual. And this is, here I planted one hosta, but I am not sure it will come out. So I am thinking either here or here. So I have left with only one. I forgot. What about the name? I forgot the name. I'm sorry. The bulb, I forgot the name because it is new to me, so it is not coming to my mouth so easily. And this is one Dutch iris. So I will plant one here, one there. So so that slowly I can make a circle around this Japanese maple tree, and they will come out every year, and they don't have to be damaged by a lot of sun. Here it gets 6-7 hours sun, but afternoon sun it does not get. So this is a good place. I planted the sixth one. It is there, that one. See, this is the sixth Dutch iris I planted around this Japanese maple, purple leaf. So this is my sixth that Balkaris, or what, I forgot the name. That is the sixth. So before that, when I was mentioning, I think I miscalculated. There was 4 Dutch iris, but I said 6th iris. So the last iris I planted, that was 4, which is done. And this Balkaris or something, I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing the wrong name. So this is the 6th one I planted here in this my innermost circle, where it is a leftover of sunflower plant. So it's okay if I plant here. And see, because it is today's bloom, see the crocus bloom. See the crocus bloom today. This is today. This is evergreen. See the crocus bloom here. This is evergreen, and this is a crocus bloom that I sowed yesterday, I believed, in the rows of tulip. In the rows of tulip, this is in the second circle. So that is my innermost circle. This is the second circle, and that is the third circle. So I made 3 circle of brick row, and in between here, between the second and the third, between the innermost and the second circle, I left it to be lawn so that I can see all green here. so I have no plan to plant anything here. So when they are fully green in the regular season, so that there will be plants there. Here it will be lawn, circular lawn like this, and then here slowly I am covering between the second and third. I am covering with plants, so they are all plants. Anyway, so I saw this bloom now, so I thought, okay, let me show you this also. This is crocus. Yesterday I was talking, so I have 7-8 in this row. So it is already too long. Let me stop here, and that's it for today. I will see you in my next video. Thank you for watching.